8 o'clock here on the East Coast. Good evening, folks. I'm Dante. I'm your Inferno Gaming DM. Before we get started tonight, just a quick list of our current Patreon backers. Big thanks to Piper. Excuse me, tripped over a name. Big thanks to Piper, Blithwolf, Ambient, and Eddie the Weather Fox. Your support is deeply appreciated. Everyone else, if you look below the video here, both on Twitch and on YouTube, there is a link there to the Inferno Gaming Patreon if you want to chip in on the reg, if you like what we do here. There's also a link to our PayPal. This is a tip jar if you want to tip your DM. Again, always appreciated, especially since I've got to apparently have a rather large tax bill to deal with. And a link to the Inferno Gaming Discord. We would love to have you. It's a slowly growing furry games community, and it's just great to see new people. Uh, so what we're doing tonight is getting back to Dragon Age Origins. Last time we created our character. We are a dwarf noble that was. Well, we got two brothers. One was a massive asshole, and the other one was a massive asshole but wasn't obvious about it. He murdered the massive asshole, framed us for it, got us exiled, so he could take the throne. But we've been recruited by these guys called the Great Wardens. They're basically an order of demon killers that need just bodies to throw at in an oncoming war. We got to a place called Alstegard, where a big offensive is supposed to happen. Met the current king of Ferelden, Galahad, who seems like a decent guy. Problem is, he doesn't seem to have all that great a sense of, hey, we're at war and you've got really good odds of dying here. He seems to think that this is going to work like the adventure stories he grew up on. So, get ready for a rude awakening, folks. Anyway, if you're watching, please, speak up in the chat. I love hearing from people. Half the fun of this is being able to interact with folks. Let's see. Yep, there's our save. You've arrived in Ostagar as the Grey Warden's newest recruit. The King's army and all of Ferelden's Grey Wardens have gathered here to face the Darkspawn, surging up from the south. Alright, and as we learned last week, this game is not the most stable thing in the world, so it does occasionally crash to desktop at times, but it's also pretty quick and easy to get it back up, so shouldn't be too big a deal. Here we are with some decent armor, not great.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Where's Duncan's
Not
tent?
far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
Tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress a long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishaal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Okay, so everybody's here. Is there everywhere to get supplies?
Quartermaster, he's just a bit to the northwest.
Where's the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
The Circle of Magi
A
is
few
here.
mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
I want to ask
Go
you
on,
something
then.
else. Looking for a Great
Try
Warden
heading
named
north.
Alistair.
I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you then.
Alright, let's look around, talk to everybody, and basically we're gonna go meet everybody before we go talk to Alistair and actually move the story along. Because because a lot of the fun of these games is the lore. Especially BioWare, Mass Effect's the same way.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
Do you know where the king is?
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Terran Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
We'll see in the coming battle.
That's how the Terran feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny the Terran called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
I didn't know Kalen was
To
married.
the Terran's daughter, no less. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
I should go.
As you wish.
Okay, so there's shit going on there.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is not.
Anything down here? Anything useful or interesting? Never know when you'll find some decent gear.
My faith sustains me. I shall not fear 10,000 men should they set themselves against me. Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
Ooh, yep, do some looting. Some money. Studded leather armor. Is it worth it over what we're currently wearing? It is in fact not. Oh damn, why'd you even bother giving me that? Oh well, bender trash.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a Genlock. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Yeah, I've got a mod, got a couple of mods installed here. One just handles some basic bug fixes, restores some content that got cut for whatever reason. Another cuts out a massive pain in the ass part of the game that we'll encounter later, probably before we wrap up tonight. And the third just makes my life easier by, if you don't have a high enough skill check to pick a lock on a chest, you can just bash that fucker open.
You approach the tent of Terran Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Terran Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Marik's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Marik rewarded him by making him a Terran. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
It's Terran inside. What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Surely you can tell me a little about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Terran's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Terran speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Terran Loghain tells him. Without the Terran, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
I would like an audience with the Terran, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
I am a noble, after all.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yes, I am.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Fascination you don't share.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Kaelin thinks. You're no surface dwarf, I can see it in your eyes. Smart of the Grey Wardens to look for new recruits in Orzammar. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I certainly hope so.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
You don't seem very fond of him.
He is Marik's son and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Wow, so you're a dick. Like I can already feel that some fucked up Game of Thrones, everyone murdering each other for scraps at the table while the apocalypse is kicking off is on its way.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem?
This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Why do you think I could muzzle him?
You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks.
Just how smart is this dog?
Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Doggo! The dog looks up at you respectably, backing down from the aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. And we'll put the muzzle on him. The Mimbari growls weakly, but does not challenge you. After you're done,
Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Where in the wilds can I find this flower?
It usually grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may come.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I have some questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Okay, so you're not going to be able to tell me anything useful.
We shall not find you wanting. And if you go to stand beside the Maker...
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
I am Duran.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Will you be fighting beside the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You faced the Darkspawn before.
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
Not much. I'm a dwarf after all.
It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
So the Darkspawn are dream spirits.
Sadly, no. They are kin to neither the gentle Fade spirits nor the malevolent demons. Shamefully, they were once the souls of men. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
And is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Sorry, small family matter. Anyway. Do you have any proper advice?
Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway. Why would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
My friends, let us bow our heads.
Okay, she's cool. I like her.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty
Let's see how much
face
of a
could be
creep this
decorated
guy
on
is.
Darkspawn spear this time tomorrow.
If I take that quiet glare as a no. Well, too bad. Bruh.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the Maker up. No, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Did you need help tracking this girl down?
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find her myself.
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Great Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Let me see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Okay, you've got like morale shit, so what do you got here? This... Not super impressed, bruh. Ooh, okay, no, we got heavy chainmail. That I'm down for. Let's see, let's clear out some spare stuff from the inventory that I'm not going to be using anyway. Basic daggers, bows, lyrium potions, that sort of thing. Old busted up armor. We found the deep roads on our way out. Right. Okay, we got a decent amount of coin here. Let's see. Oh, while I'm at it, now we'll hang on to the Helm of the Deep, just for sentimental reasons, if nothing else. Alrighty, let's see. Oh yes, we'll take some heavy chainmail. And some heavy chainmail gloves. Let's see if I can, if I equip those. And sell the old stuff I was wearing, I just might be able to
Hello again. Is there something you need?
score the
Some
boots
supplies,
too.
perhaps? So long as you keep it quiet.
Okay, what do we got here? Huh. Well, ain't that interesting. Like, what I got is actually better anyway. That's annoying. Blew some money I didn't need to. Have to my nearsighted ass. Alright, let's get on with it. Oh yeah, what's in your
Hello
regular
again. Is there
goods?
something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
I'll take that backpack. Let's expand my inventory. What's the guy going on around here? Okay, there's a dude in a cage.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me?
You haven't been sentenced.
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
Why haven't they fed you?
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Great Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Who is this prisoner exactly?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you missed one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food.
Much obliged. You're a kind soul, you are. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
The same thing with Mass. I do the same thing with Mass Effect. Is the second that I can sync sync XP or anything into persuade type skills, I will. Because that's how you get cool shit. Let's see. Nope. Gloves I've already got are better.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Alright, whatever, bruh.
That course of action is inadvisable. That course of action is inadvisable. Welcome, young man.
Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
You speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
They're not feared by dwarves.
Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily, and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
How is someone made tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
So you're lobotomized is what you're fucking telling me. Sounds like a horrid practice.
It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role.
I feel badly for you.
You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance?
What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
Oh, well then, I'm sure it's a great trade-off to being, again, lobotomized. What sorts of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
I should go.
Goodbye.
Okay, yeah, that's just creepy as all fuck. Oh, you know, we think you might be a danger to the community, so hey, lobotomies for everyone. Like, what the fuck, yo?
I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch.
That wasn't unsettling at all. That completely did not sound like, didn't sound like a slave or anything. Afraid of being whipped. Oh, sweet Jesus, they're slavers, aren't they?
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother. Sir Mage, she desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
Okay then.
You know,
So he's a
one
dick.
good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Sorry, what?
Oh, nothing. Just trying to find a bright side to all this. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Don't worry, I'm no mage.
Less being yelled at for me then. Though the day is still young. Wait, I do know who you are. You're Duncan's new recruit from Orzammar. I should have recognized you right away. I apologize.
And you must be Alistair.
Did Duncan mention me? Nothing bad, I hope. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Duran.
Right, that was the name. There haven't been any dwarven Grey Wardens in some time. You must know a lot about Darkspawn.
Nobody knows too much about them. You kill them. I fought a few in my time.
I never saw one before this began. Hard to believe most folks here think the Darkspawn disappeared after the last Blight, when your people still suffer every day. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument I saw, what was it about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You were a mage hunter.
Not that that's all Templars do, but yes. The Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
No, I haven't.
Keep an eye out. Maybe we'll see one of them.
Look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
So I figure outside of very familiar settings, Duran is very formal and, well, he's a noble. He was raised for a certain way. He was raised to behave a certain way, and that is a great honor and dignity. Again, he's a noble. And as we know, aristocrats are always the best of us.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted. The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
I apologize. I'll go elsewhere. Okay. Let's see, is there anything? Yeah, I didn't really explore the other side of the bridge. Let's go check that out before we head back to Duncan and advance the story. I didn't mention it earlier. We are now Twitch affiliates. We can take subscriptions and we can accept bits. If you want to chip in that way, it's highly appreciated. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you get a free Twitch subscription every month, and it's worst places you could spend it than here. Yeah, Alistair, I'm just gonna make you run. I'm just gonna make you run after me endlessly. Because why not? So am I wearing? Okay, yeah, I'm already wearing rings. Take advantage of every buff you can get. Okay, the difficulty in this game can get fucking brutal. Grabbing every crafting item we can get while we're in the neighborhood. Let's see if we have if any of what we have on hand will do Alistair any good. Let's see. Oh, we can certainly give him some better armor. Give him the Mark of Vigilance. And the Band of Fire. Don't have a belt we can give him, do we? No belt? Oh well. At least we can get Alistair decked out in a little bit better armor. Because, ooh, we about to see some shit, y'all. So yeah, as I tend to play, especially the Dwarf Noble, I tend to play them basically as Dwarf. I tend to play them as basically Klingon. Because I'm a nerd and easily amused like that. And holy god, this needs a fast travel system so badly. Fast travel or sprint command, one or the other. Alright, let's get on with the story.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How'd you do?
Okay, Sir Jory, what the hell's wrong with your forehead?
A fellow from Denerim.
That's me. I'm a fellow.
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
I'm Durin. Pleased to meet you.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood. 1 for each recruit.
What do we need Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
That's not unsettling at all. And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
And what if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay, so 3 vials of blood from what are functionally demons.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds.
And
the gate's open for you. Just be careful.
A bunch of old scrolls that may or may not be
Even
there.
a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Bruh. Save real quick. As I stated earlier, this game isn't super stable. It seems that in particular, when it's loading up a new area, it will sometimes decide to say fuck you and crash the desktop. Not a huge deal because the relaunch is pretty quick and easy, but an annoyance. Alright, let's do some grinding. Loot the corpses. Let's talk to guys who we travel with.
Finally have a moment to speak with you.
Where are you from, Swordjoy?
I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highover, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there?
No, never.
I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Maric's funeral. It was in Highover that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years, I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Highover, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
How did the Great Wardens find you?
Last month, Duncan visited Highover, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
What do you think of Duncan?
He has a seemingly impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty.
What do you think we should do now?
We need to find those documents and the Darkspawn blood. It should be interesting.
Let's go.
Indeed.
Something you probably noticed during that conversation, something that I swear to God was a selling point when this game came out, is the ridiculous, persistent blood spatter on everything. Of course, this is also a swords and sorcery high fantasy game that was sold with trailers featuring Marilyn Manson, so traditional is not.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, He's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
Covered in
My
blood, but yes.
scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Try to bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. Oh, I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
I don't know, you sound kind of like a coward. Overcoming dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Alright, let's get on with it. Anything to loot around here? Because, yo, I'm still gonna... supposed to be Great Warden, mystical hero and such, but I'm still gonna steal shit. Alright, there's the flower that the guy in the kennels wanted. What up? I knock you on your ass, and then I just stab the shit out of you. What's up, guys? Cool party. Damn. Oh, it's something very special about decapitation. Let's see, got some malachite. Okay, there's one vial of blood. Acid flask. Whatever, not what I need. Another vial of blood. Okay, just need one more of those. Or crafting stuff, always helpful.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems...
Dabbity dabbity. That one guy just turned around and shanked one guy after killing another. Let's see. Lyrium doesn't do me any good. Health poultice, that can at least be useful. Alright, let's see if I got shit worth taking. Deep mushroom, small shield. Elf fruit. Y'all gonna roll up and start some more shit. Like, dude, you walked up and saw all your boys already dead. Okay, they just like randomly spawning now? Alright, now that's done. Rigby's last will and testament. The last one's had a man named Rigby. Okay. And it looks like that gives us a new quest. Bust open this chest. An Ash Warrior Axe. Oh, if nothing else, you know, I can probably sell it.
Of course.
And there's another vial of blood needed. Back here, see if there's anything else that we can get off these assholes. Since y'all just had to go kill some shit while I was busy, you know, trying to take shit. Bust another one open. Seriously, this chest smashing mod is just the best. I don't play a lot of rogues. I don't find them particularly fun to play. And unfortunately, in a game like this, if you're not playing a rogue, you miss out on like half the loot in the game. Unless you mod it. Designer's intention? Probably not, but fuck you. Most of these guys don't work for BioWare anymore anyway,
What do you
so.
know? More darkspawn about. Violence.
Okay, yes. Swear to God, these guys are just like randomly spawning now. Okay. Hadn't talked to you yet.
So, you're the one we spent all that time waiting for, hmm?
Where are you from, Davith?
I grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
So, you're a cut purse.
And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden?
How'd the Great Wardens find you?
I found them. I cut Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there.
What happened then?
Duncan stopped them. Invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up.
I mean, fair. What do you think of Duncan?
All right for an old bugger. He's faster than he looks too.
What do you think we should do now?
We still have to find those documents. I've never heard of a tower that stood for more than 10 years in this forest.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
Let's go ahead and save real quick because, again, slightly unstable game. What I'm hoping to do is have the stream of this game finished just in time for the release of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. At which point I'm going to do something I've wanted to do for years, and that's stream Mass Effect as basically as a weekly sci-fi series. Right now I'm toying with the idea of streaming it twice a week. One day of the week will be my Shepherd, who is basically Space Captain America, and the other day will be that Shepherd will be determined by the chat. Get back here, bitch! Ah, trap. Stabbity, stabbity. Let's see, loot some corpses. Because, yeah, if you're not looting corpses, then what are you even doing? That's it. This game was originally,
More darkspawn. Close
was built with the intent of being at least a spiritual successor to the original Baldur's Gate games. And yeah, so it's technically D&D, and as such, you have to loot the corpses. That's just how this works.
Yes?
I did not mean to talk to you.
Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
No, I'm just looking to loot these corpses. Okay, taking all they got. They got, okay, mostly useless shit, but I can still sell to a vendor for a couple of copper. Okay, considering the thing just auto-saved, I'm assuming we're coming up on where we need to be.
It appears we will need to fight the blight one at a time.
Yep, there we go. What up? You know, the combat in this game is weirdly satisfying for something that's not, you know, super twitchy. Yeah, it's not, oh, you have to have, you know, super fast reflexes and, you know, be able to guess how many frames are in such and such attack or move to not die. But still, combat is surprisingly engaging and satisfying. Okay, see, the amount of blood here is almost funny.
Well, well. What have we here?
A woman who couldn't pay for a whole shirt.
Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I am neither. The Great Wardens once owned this tower.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those
Plus, they just have a rad as hell design.
Have you no minds of your own? You there, dwarf. You have nothing to fear from any witch. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
You can call me Duran.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from...
Very smooth, bro.
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then.
Can the
if it
three
pleases
y'all,
you.
all three y'all, chill the fuck out? Y'all need to learn to chill. She's got some goth shit going on, but she doesn't appear to be openly
Greetings,
hostile.
Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
The witch Janeway.
You were expecting us.
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, damn it. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your dwarven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
Believed or not, some things must be accepted.
Ha! There lies the answer I hope to get. An open mind, yet not made of mush. Am I simply complimenting you? Wait and see. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
Okay, so you're cuckoo for Cocoa
This
Puffs.
is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the Wild, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
Yeah,
And why not?
Alistair, how about dial
Take
it back a
them to
little,
your
bro?
Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
What do you mean the threat is greater than they realize?
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Okay, so, the witch Janeway appears to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Wow, we got through this whole opening without crashing, and I just jinked the fuck out of us, didn't I? Right then, let's save before we do our rounds and turn in our side quests.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is this the flower
Let me
you're
see.
looking for?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Yeah, give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long before there's an improvement?
A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
You think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Okay, yep, yeah, I'll get a dog. Down with that. See, we got anything else to turn in here? Alright. That's not until... can't turn that in until later. Got the blood. Got the treaties. And can't do that until after we're done with this big open area, so... Alright, Duncan it is.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Maybe we should tell you about Morrigan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Okay, the word apostate kind of gives me pause, because that implies that there's some, like, forced religious conversion shit going on. Now, you tell us what this ritual is about.
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
So you're saying this ritual can kill us?
As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
But we don't know that, Tabith. You make a good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them? Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining.
Nah, it's cool being freaked out, bro.
The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Those who survive.
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
That's not ominous at all.
Davith, step forward.
Okay, yo, he chugged it. I gotta respect. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. Okay then. That cannot possibly be a good sign.
I am sorry, Davith.
Yo, it was apparent that he wasn't gonna survive it. Could you know, put him out of his misery? That's a.
I have a wife.
Looks like an awful way to die.
Had I known.
There is no turning back.
No. You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
What the fuck? Fuck!
I am sorry.
Jesus Christ!
But the joining is not yet complete.
Okay, one dude just died of poisoning, and you
are
just
called
shanked
upon
the
to
other
submit
dude.
yourself to the taint for the greater good.
But I'm just gonna chug that shit down and see what happens.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Warden.exe has crashed. Well, fuck. Oh, well, there's our dragon.
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Nothing you said prepared me for that.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
No, that's not morbid.
When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Very well.
The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Alright, before we do anything, save. And ooh, we can level up. Alright, we're gonna up our strength. Up our constitution. Actually, we're gonna up our strength twice and up our constitution. Honestly, because I've got some of that sick-ass DLC armor, and I want to be able to fucking use it. Okay, let's see. Threaten or taunt? Take taunt. I'll meet y'all down at the down with the king, since I don't see anything else. Oh, okay, I can do a little bit of wandering about. Let me see if I can get rid of some of my vendor trash and
Hello again. Is there
see if he
something
has
you
any
need?
good gear.
Some supplies, perhaps. So long as you keep it quiet.
Let's see, unload some vendor trash. Good I'm not ever going to use. Or it'll be a long damn time before I use it. Yep, keep that. Ditch that. Get an early game. Get a lead on fat cash. Makes your life easier later. Must have given me all of the scrubs armor. Okay, now you got anything worth buying, buddy? Let's see. Staves. That's not gonna do me any good. Maybe chainmail gloves. Already got that. Mine are better. Chainmail boots. Now, technically, these boots are better, but And what I've got equipped has some nice bonuses attached, so now we'll stick with that. Heavy Viridium chain armor. Nice, but we ain't got the money, and we still need another 6 points in strength to actually use it. And what about shields? Wow, okay. Everything the vendor has kind of sucks, so... You got anything to say?
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk.
Hey, is the king back? I want to talk to him.
Greetings. King Kaelin is not in his tent right now. As you wish.
I want this nonsense talk stopped.
The last scouting party made it back last night.
That sound design. Just very satisfying sound. You know, fire. Fire! 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 Oh, come on, you knew that was coming. Anyone my age that says the word fire, we're actually required by law to make a Beavis and Butthead reference. Seriously, look it up. They take away our millennial card if we don't do it. Damn, a chest I can't smash open. That's annoying.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kaelin. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing.
Again, bro, 2 people died.
To reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishaal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
I'll do my best, Your Majesty.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kaelin. A glorious moment for us all.
Oh, this is gonna end so badly.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishaal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Terran Logain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Where's this Tower of Ishaal, exactly?
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the king's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
And we light the beacon.
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
Can we join the battle afterwards?
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
What if the Archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
How much time do we have?
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
Are we in any danger?
Of course. Even the best laid plans go awry. So do what you must. I trust you both.
Just not enough to actually fight with the rest of you.
There will be plenty
Alistair,
of battles,
bro, you need to quit whining. I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Okay, and, you know, thunder and lightning started up, because that's a good sign in a story like this. That's a sign things will end well. We're all gonna die. And the game crashed. Magnificent. But, to be entirely fair, it's not a bad place for us to wrap up for the night anyway. I know it's a little anticlimactic ending, but hey, it leaves us off on a cliffhanger, and we start the next episode with a nice beefy bit of combat. Anyway, folks, a little bit of housekeeping before we go out for the night. Tomorrow night, there is no stream. Sunday night, though, we will be back here at 8 Eastern time, and going to at least 10, possibly 11 p.m. We don't know yet. Final Fantasy XIV, as we take our 8-foot catboy Jeremiah, continuing him on the road to 25, so that we can begin the Infernal Legion Free Company. Monday night, we're heading back to Final Fantasy XIV and Iblis, as we continue to rack up our evidence that it is literally just Star Wars with abs. Tuesday night, Shadowrun returns in tribute to the great master of the healing murder paws, Doc Wolverine. And Wednesday night, I'll be back here with Nines for another round of Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood. And a week from Thursday, so April 9th, something that hadn't been seen on this channel in a long time. I've spent a year working to get this back up and running, and it's finally happening. Werewolf the Apocalypse Blood and Silver returns as Werewolf the Apocalypse A World of Rage, as we get back to our live play chronicle and the Mass Hysteria pack with 2 new members. Hoping to see you there. Before we go out for the night, again, below the channel here, there's links to our Patreon, links to the Inferno Gaming Discord. You want to come hang out, and a link to our PayPal. If you want to tip your DM, it's always appreciated. In addition, there's links down there if you like any of the games that we play here on the channel, if you like any of the gear that I use. Go through those Amazon links. If you buy there, then I get a little cut, and really helps out the channel. So, that was Dragon Age Origin for the evening. If you missed any of the stream tonight, you want to check out the beginning, it'll be up on YouTube Sunday. It was actually brought to my attention yesterday that part of the affiliate agreement is I have to wait at least 24 hours before posting stuff on YouTube. Good thing I found that out before anyone noticed. Though, speaking of affiliate, we can take bits and subscriptions now. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, please, we welcome you. If you have Amazon Prime, you got a free Twitch subscription anyway. We're a good place to spend it. And we are right now working on custom emotes for the various subscription tiers. So looking forward to having that ready for folks in the next couple of weeks. There's some pretty exciting stuff coming in terms of just our setup here, production values. I'm actually expecting a small crate of equipment tomorrow to try and upgrade this a little further, give you a better viewing experience, and me an easier production experience. Anyway, folks, that's it. That's it for me. I've been Dante. This is Inferno Gaming. Be safe out there. Wear your mask, and if you have a chance to get your shots, get your fucking shots. Good night.